Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Your 20s in the 2020s. I'm Manal, this is Zed, and today we have a special guest, Sid.
I'm Sid.
Sid is a creative like me, but in a different industry. He's actually a music artist coming out with his EP soon, by the way, guys.
And a single.
And a single.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Hell
Why don't,
yeah.
yeah. So why don't you tell us a bit more about yourself, dude?
So, my name is Sid. I'm in my final year doing music at Goldsmiths. I'm studying popular music, and I've moved to London from Saudi Arabia around 5 years ago. I'm originally Turkish and Indian, and just really trying to like navigate life in here, and keep doing music.
Pretty much.
Real.
Um,
Yo.
informal. Oh, okay.
You can be as chill like that. You don't need to be so.
Yeah, you just be yourself. Just be yourself.
Okay.
But yeah, and now I'm trying to get jobs in the industry, and it's freaking crazy. But yeah,
We all know about jobs. We've spoke about it for like God knows how long.
yes.
It is a rough.
Fuck
situation.
LinkedIn.
No, nobody likes it. Oh my God. This man messages 4 people on daily on LinkedIn. So, like,
Do
Wow.
not expose me like that. Do not expose me like that.
That is some crazy commitment.
Listen, because the dream is just to make music out of money, right?
Yeah.
But realistically, that's gonna
Wait,
take a
make
lot of
music
time.
out of money?
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Oh.
You mean make money out of music?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and just like keep releasing music and like look hard on stage. That's what I want to do. But until that happens, I need to get up like a full-time job and then do this
Yeah.
on the side. And I'd rather for it to be like a music industry job. So I'm like motivated to do my own stuff too. Because if I get like a different full-time job, forget it. I'm done with the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a very thin line to tread.
Yeah. That's what I guess it's good to kind of get connection in the industry. If you like
Yeah.
work in it.
So, like, okay, now we have another kind of brown person on the podcast in comparison, but we're all in the same.
Why are you calling him kinda brown, bro? He's brown.
Oh yeah.
Like, what the fuck is kinda
I said
brown?
another kind, like another type of brown.
Oh yeah.
Bro, what?
Another kind. Big up the brownies.
Another kind.
I mean, okay, so how, like, at least for me, like, so we have spoken a bit about it, about like going into the Western world as someone who's not white. How has your experience kind of been in music, being someone who is, person of color?
A different kind.
A different kind. A different kind.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was moving here for the first time, like 5 years ago. It was a crazy, scary time. So I moved straight to like obviously I was 2 months late because I was with the scholarship, so it took a bit longer.
He got a scholarship, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But it took a bit longer for them to process everything. So I joined a bit later, and everyone was already like friends with each other. Everyone knew each other. So I joined this course, and then everyone like already knows what music theory is. Everyone had access to practice, right? But where I grew up in Saudi, music was not a big thing. Like was not something considered to be really doing until like recently. So I didn't have as much access to stuff. It was all like self-taught. It was just like me singing like to karaoke like YouTube videos. I've never had like the opportunity or like the access to like kind of learn like and do much in music. It's just all in my bedroom. Or like yeah. And then when I was about to like leave, I ended up making a lot of connections at home. I found the music scene where everyone's on the same page. And then I moved here, everyone here is already like know what they're doing, know like the technical stuff, the wording. I didn't know what the word harmony even meant before. Or like the word like what are the words like obviously Nur melody is, I think. What did I not know? Like I didn't know what what a flat on it for what a flat note is, what a major like chord is. It was just all
Right.
like by ear. It's just what I've been doing. But
Mhm.
everyone's like, oh, even the tutors, like, when I ask these questions, they act like I'm supposed to know this.
Right. So I just wanted to ask, like, so you said that music started off for you as something that you did in your bedroom by yourself. It was something that was personal to you, right? So when do you think it
Yeah.
transitioned from being like this personal? I wouldn't say it ever stopped being a passion project, but when did it stop being personal, and when did you start putting it out into the world? Like what changed? What made you make that switch? How intentional was that?
So I've been doing it since I was like literally like 8, right?
Wow.
It's always been a thing that I would just do
I
like.
was eating dirt at 8, bro.
So,
Yeah, you look like one to do that.
please. But it wasn't
You
like
look like someone who would eat dirt as a child.
Yeah, I just got her. You so say. I mean, I did once trying to like I can do that, but I did once trying to like eat an ant before.
What are you talking about?
Kind of the same vibe, but it's fine,
I think
right?
you put two people with ADHD together. Like,
Yes, but
this
I
is
was
what's
still
gonna
good music at the same
happen.
time.
This is
Yeah,
what's gonna happen the entire episode.
It's okay, I'm the
Strap in,
mediator here,
Manal.
guys. Okay,
that's
so
so
Yeah,
going
funny.
back to it becoming from personal to
Yeah,
right.
so the reason why it was personal was because at those times when I was a kid, the culture was a bit different at home. Like music was considered kind of shameful, not something to do. And then as time progresses, it became more accepting. And which is why like there's a whole the scholarship is from Saudi. They're funding me to do music right now.
Oh wow. Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. So they're like it's kind of really changing right now. So it's
So you're
developing.
basically a revolutionary.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. Never thought about it this way.
You go, bro. Yeah. But
Oh.
that's kind of how it is, no? Like I feel like a lot of people, like for example, even me,
Yeah.
one of the reasons like we move abroad from like for example Pakistan for me or Saudi for him is because we don't have that kind of access or that kind of opportunity to explore these kind of creative
That's
lifestyles.
so true. That's so
And
true.
it's
I
one of the
don't think
reasons we
you'd
have to.
find, I don't think, Manal, honestly speaking, I don't think if you, for example, stayed in Pakistan or by extension Karachi, and I don't know if you would have found a design or a creative degree that allowed you to sort of venture into or explore things like building video games, for example.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
think
totally.
that was a very unique opportunity that maybe you would have been held back from if you didn't leave Pakistan.
Yeah, so I get why you left. I feel like that's one of the reasons we leave. I feel like if you probably explored music in Saudi, do you think your journey would have been really different?
Absolutely. I would think like 'cause it'd be less competition and less sort of like less resources though. But
True.
yeah, there's still I can't lie, like at home right now, there's still kind of like it's building up now. It's more accepting. There's more like festivals going on. There's more like
Y'all got
um
Cardi B, bro. I think you guys are fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But like still like if I go back, I'd have to like build something from scratch, which is like it needs a lot
That's
of
very
experience,
true.
a lot of stuff, which is why like I'm not ready to go home yet until like once I have that experience and like solid kind of knowledge. Which
Uh-huh.
I do need a lot more time. If you're in the industry, like it takes a lot of time because not just like going to uni, it's like about the connections, the experiences you have. That's what the music industry is. But back to
Right.
your question, wait, sorry, how we end up hooking up. If I'll be honest with you, this might sound really cheesy, but I just started watching Disney Channel at like 12. And then Disney Channel is all about that. And then it
True.
was like, I was like, oh, wait, I can do that like outside too, of just myself and like my school.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then I started like writing songs like slowly, just keeping in my diary. And then at one point during COVID, this random producer from Texas, oh wait, no, that's not how it started. After I graduated, I started from high school. I started posting covers on Instagram,
Yeah.
like all the time,
Mm.
like once a month. And I was getting attention from it. And then randomly in COVID, this boy messaged me from Texas being like, hey, I'm an EDM producer. I'm working on this song. Do you want to like be on it? So he just showed
Wow.
me the track. Yeah, he showed me the track. And then I've written like half of the lyrics. And then he's written the other half. But I sang the whole thing.
Nice.
And that's how it started.
That's sick.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Fun
that's so cool.
fact. Yeah.
Too.
Fun fact, I actually knew Sid, like we kind of knew each other. At least I knew him before I actually met him because I had seen his videos on TikTok, like during
Oh.
COVID.
You little stalker, you.
So we met and when we like became friends and like he shared his TikTok with me, I was like, wait a second, I've seen these videos. Like they're super fucking viral.
Fan behavior.
I manifested it basically.
It was COVID. Had nothing to do with posting on TikTok all the time. But some videos did pop off. Like
Yeah.
video got what, like 25 million views?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. But now I'm flapping now. It's not the same. It's not the same.
You'll build back up. You'll build back up.
But I think it's a good thing because I have a life now, so I'm not on TikTok as much anymore.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that is one pro.
That's a fair trade-off.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. But yeah, that's how I ended up like opening up really. So Disney Channel and then just COVID. I had a
That's a
lot of
very
time to just
cool. That's a very cool journey, I would say. At least I think it is.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank
yeah.
you.
You know, it's actually surprising. Like, you know, you mentioned Disney Channel and stuff. It's such a big hold that Western media has on people, I'd say, in South Asian or Middle Eastern countries, even. Like, it's how we are influenced in so many ways. That's like one of the reasons that I discovered so much stuff about art is because of the stuff I'd see happening in the US or in the UK. And it's one of the reasons like I chased it. And that's why I'm sitting in London today. But it's surprising how we kind of grow up to see that. It's like you could be a big fish in a little pond, but that
Oh,
like urge
Manal.
to do more is
Spit in
instant.
spec.
So like, I mean, speaking of that, then, you know, like the influence that the Western world had on you and like brought you here, do you feel like it's, I don't know, treated you well? That's what-
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it did, but also like now that you mentioned, I did think about it before. It is kind of like I wish we have that like in our homes too. We'd have influence from our home,
yeah.
which there is. There's a lot of like South Asian, Middle Eastern art is beautiful. Like it's out there, but it's not as like I guess as influenced as like how in the media is like as much as like the West.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? I would say it did sort of encourage me to be like, hey, like we can do this. But also like the con is like I had to leave home to be able
Yeah.
to do that.
But I think you could go back too, right? Like whenever you feel like it's possible and you're ready for it, potentially it's something you could consider.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But it's gonna take a long time, I think.
That's fine.
I feel like that's part of the nuances, though, in a sense. It's like a lot of people, they'll go abroad and they'll be like, oh, I did this and I did that. And then they bring it back.
Yeah.
And that's super nice.
Exactly.
But I think it's, you know, honestly, the only way to help, I'd say, our countries in a way develop further, at least in a creative lifestyle, or even in other ways. It's like, you know, bringing that stuff back,
Yeah.
I think is so important. And I feel like that's why it's always part of my identity that even if I'm here, I'm like, no, like I'm Pakistani, like this is like something that I do. Do you feel like you use your identity when it comes to the stuff you create, or you always have like a part connected to that aspect?
That's actually an interesting question because
I know.
when
I ask interesting
yeah, you do.
questions.
So when I first started doing music here, because obviously like I grew up watching like this media.
Hmm.
So I've always been obsessed with like pop music and making like pop songs. And then I wasn't like much into like Middle Eastern music as much, but before. And then I moved here, and then I was doing these like pop songs, pop sounds for a while. And then recently I was like, wait, I sort of like really like the art that I come from too. So right now, my project next week, my degree show, is about making a cross-cultural sound, like a merging like Middle Eastern sound with Western one. Create like a pop ballad version out of it, because that is
Wow.
my influence. Yeah. So wait, what was your question again? Was this what it was?
I was just saying, like, do you put
Oh
your
my god, this is
identity?
my favorite episode
No,
already.
no,
Ah,
Do you put your identity in your music, like as in the fact that you're from Saudi and
yeah,
stuff? You know?
and that's exactly what I'm doing with this, because like um part of me moving here, part of me listening, watching the Western media, and that influenced my music when I was home, and then me moving here, keeping my like identity from home, also like with me here too, and then kind of merging all of them and just making a sound out of it. Because I don't think we're like each person is just one identity.
Mm,
We have a lot of like humans are complex. We have billions of identities that we
oh
do,
yeah.
and we kind of like we show whenever depending like on the occasion, I guess.
mm.
And I'm kind of merging all of them and making this sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have multiple identities, Ed?
Yeah, one for each day of the week.
Monday's Ed is different from Friday's Ed. I'll
Oh
tell you
yeah.
that.
Oh, 100%. Monday's Ed is so different from Friday's Ed. That goes without saying. I think that's
Yeah.
true for probably the majority of the population.
Mhm.
But no,
Yeah.
that's really cool. And it's very interesting for me to hear perspectives on things like these, especially because I think I live in a very different world from this. I have maybe one brain cell that's creative, and the
Oh.
rest are all the rest are all
Oh, it's crazy. Not the-
the rest are all like logical, I guess. I don't know.
But that's
I,
like that's why like there's a lot of different stuff to do because we're all different. We have our different kind of powers.
exactly.
Like I don't have
But the
much
point,
logical stuff in my brain. Like I don't have many like logical abilities to be honest.
right?
I'm
But
just
no,
like
the
I'm
point
gonna
I was
be
trying to
top
make is
one day. Okay, then what else? You know, what else?
all of these. Hearing this is very interesting to me because this
Mm.
isn't normally how I think.
Fair. How would okay, so if you kind of had to word it in like a line or something or a statement, how would you feel like you think differently from someone like me or like Sid, for example?
Structured, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Think as
think
structured.
because I think
Sure.
yeah, I guess I am. um, but yeah, no, I think the way that I think is very, very point A, point B, essentially. I think a good way to explain it would be you guys think in distance, I think in displacement.
Mm,
Mm.
fair. That
So
makes sense.
yeah,
Valid. And how do
yeah,
you think
that's
you think?
basically
How do I think I think
Yeah,
what?
how do you think you think? Like, how does your brain work when it comes to things?
As in like
if
getting
it
things
does at
done.
all.
Yeah.
As in like getting things done.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like having structure in my work too,
Uh
but
huh.
when you're in the creative industries, it's kind of harder to do unless you're like in the corporate side
Exactly.
of it. Yeah,
Exactly. I
I would
completely
like
agree.
it. Like I would really like it. It's really self-dependent. It's really like you have to put like the mental effort, the physical effort to be like, I'm doing this in time, I'm doing this time. Because it's very open. It's not like, oh, I'm getting this A to B and I'll be done. No.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's
It's
like a
more
lot of
abstract as
letters.
a concept.
Yeah, it's like a lot of letters, and you have to like find out, like figure out like which letters would like get together. That's like
Mhm.
which can be really difficult because you wouldn't know like how much time would this like require, like what would you need to exactly do. You just gonna go within the belief that like it's gonna make sense at some point.
Fair.
Yeah, which is exactly why I said distance versus displacement.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird to think about how like if we were all given probably like the same topic or like one same thing to do, how differently we'd
Oh,
approach it.
it would be completely different
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
but I can't think of a topic right now. Shit, my brain's
You
not
like
working.
thinking?
Do I like thinking? No, I hate thinking. Actually, I'm not a fan of it at all. I feel like that's where I'm kind of an odd creative on the aspect of when I study design. A lot of design is communication, right? Like the whole purpose of thing is you create to pass a message.
Mm,
You're not just doing it for creativity's sake, which is why it's so big in the corporate world, etc., and whatnot. So I feel like going
right.
from A to B is really common for me, and it's part of my lifestyle in terms of my practical thinking and stuff. Like I've come from a practical family, like they're all lawyers and shit. So like that's how I've kind of grown up. So I'm in like this weird middle ground where I do understand you and I understand you as well.
Mm.
Because I feel
Wow,
like
Manal.
situational,
You're
I know
so
really
cool.
I'm the bridge in the middle.
So
I'm
cool,
the-
Manal.
Listen, I'm just giving you guys insight on my head as well, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, I know, I know.
I feel like
Don't get
that's also a
defensive.
part. Just shut up. So, because I feel like a lot of people listening will probably have a mindset like yours and a mindset like yours, but there's also probably people who have a mindset like mine, or we're in like a weird middle ground. Like, I feel like you can tell, like, at least you both know me. I'd said pretty like organized and stuff, and I feel like I do look at things
Yeah,
more
I would
critically
say that. I would
in that
say that.
aspect as well. Yeah. but then there is that creative thing that also comes out from my energy. And I feel like having to combine both isn't necessarily like the best thing ever. It's not the worst thing ever as well, but it at least gives me insight on understanding someone like you and someone like you, which I think in today's world now we're around so many people who are like so talented, people who come from different places. Everyone thinks differently. And
Yep.
it's cool to learn about it and it's cool to know, but it's also like surprising how everyone can take the same topic in a different aspect and how much influence things can have on us when we're growing up or especially when we're in our 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
weird.
2020s.
In the 20s. Tagline.
And the crazy part is that we're gonna keep getting more influences because we're only in our 20s still.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. It only gets worse or better from here, depending on how you choose to look at it.
Yeah, that's true.
I
I
think you
found it
just opened up.
existential.
Yeah. But
Are
would you
you
say
okay?
the goal? Say the goal is to be in between.
He's forgotten about it.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Would you say the goal is to be in between?
The goal
Uh-huh.
in terms of the way you're thinking.
Yeah, in between, like, in perspective in mind, for example.
So
I think it's a
basically,
good
me
one.
and Sid should have a kid.
Oh. Uh-oh.
My God.
Probably not. Probably not. I feel like 2 ADHD is also going to be like ADHD
Oh
squared.
God.
The child will be a monster of some kind. Well, great talents though, because they'll have a balance. But no, I think at least for me, yeah, I do think having a balance is important, even if it's not the way you think, but understanding how someone else thinks definitely helps you a lot. Like in um environments where you're meeting a lot of people and stuff, like whether you're having interviews, things like that, I think it's a really important thing to be able to understand how the other person is gauging in terms of what you're saying, in terms of what they're understanding, because their way or their thought process might be different from yours. So like even for example, I don't know, if you're sitting and talking to a creative person and you're like, oh, I want this app made and this website made, you probably are going to have to change up your conversation a little bit, you know, to actually make
100%.
them understand,
100%. For sure.
and vice versa. And I feel like because we are creatives, we do meet a lot of people who are not, because they're the ones kind of in charge for a lot of things and stuff.
Yeah.
Shut up. So then you do have to kind of structure your words in that non-creative aspect, I feel like, to actually make them understand. Because like if I sit and use like a bunch of design terms right now, being like, I'm gonna do this and that and this and that, Zed will probably be like, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I say that to you a lot anyway.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
I mean, equally, I joined LinkedIn recently because I'm desperate. Right? And then I just look at the ways
Okay.
LinkedIn, and I see like the way like people speak there and like the words that they use, and I'm like,
Oh my God.
I'm literally like in shock. Wait, how was that relevant to what we're trying to say? Oh, as in,
God.
as in equally. Wait, what was I gonna say? As in equally, as a creative person, it's kind of like, let's get this part. That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh God, I don't know what's going with that. To be honest with you, look at the photo. Let's just cut the short.
That's Sid's way of
Bro.
thinking, guys. We can't.
Best
I guess. Well,
episode to
no,
date.
actually, let's not cut it. What I was trying to say, I guess, is
Yeah.
like it's equally to us because like these people in charge, they use these kind of like terminology,
Yeah.
and then I don't know if you relate to this, but I'm like, why speak like a robot? But it's just like it's just like this is this is the way.
Okay, but even if you talk about it on LinkedIn, specific people do try to do that extra.
Bro, can we know? I don't want to talk about LinkedIn.
Okay,
Bro.
Let's with this.
we don't. Okay. No, you're gonna have to tell them what this is because.
Yeah, what is that?
This is our mutual friend's students made her this little kind of toy thing.
She said it's a heart.
It's a ball sack.
She said it's a heart. But
That's
give
no
it from the
heart,
kid.
bro.
oh my God. So he likes to fidget while he talks, anyways.
Like
But yeah,
fidget
so
with
that's
balls
just
while
gonna
you
be.
talk.
Okay. Well, I felt like asking a few more I'd say quick questions. I wanted to add like a little segment into this podcast a bit. So I was like, we'll
He is a
do some
creative
rapid
after all.
fire. I tried.
Spicy ones.
ChatGPT on the
Hell
side.
yeah.
But
The way of the world.
I wanted to ask you both some rapid fire questions as someone who is in more of a creative lifestyle versus someone who's not, and see how you guys have to answer it. Like, it won't, like, as in, I'll say it and you guys have to just respond as quick as you can, basically.
Wait, so who
Right.
responds first?
Rapid fire.
You go first, please.
You
No.
go first. Then Sid
Okay,
can
fine.
go.
I'll go first. I'll go
Okay.
first.
Some time.
Cool.
One second, bro. Let me warm up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. Cool. Being authentic or being successful?
Authentic.
Authentic too.
Okay. Viral work or respected work?
Respected. For sure.
Viral or respected?
Yeah.
But specify viral. What kind of viral?
Out there is famous. Like, it could be
25
good or
million
bad.
views viral, bro.
Ah,
Like, that thing.
I guess I'm between.
No, you can't. You have to pick
Nah,
one.
that's not how it works. It's this or that.
But I need context though. Like
No, whatever comes first in your head.
viral work.
Yeah, viral. I guess this is.
But if it's viral for what I do, it's gonna be respected.
Bro, don't think about it, bro. Don't think
Viral.
about it.
Okay. Like, it's just the first thing that comes to your head. That's your
It's
answer.
viral.
That's the whole point of
It's
respected.
viral.
Okay.
Yeah.
One big project or multiple small wins?
One big project.
Small bits.
Okay. Structure and deadlines or flexibility and improvisation?
Structured deadlines.
Social deadline.
Okay.
In a way.
Taste versus skill.
Kill.
Oh. What do you mean?
Taste as in, like, you're typing things, your taste and stuff, your inherent like ideas.
But that's also skill, no? Having that taste is skill.
Can be.
Yeah, I guess taste.
Okay. Quality or quantity?
Quality.
In work.
Quality.
Okay. Recognition or creative satisfaction?
Recognition.
Recognition.
Okay. Passion or job security?
Passion.
Passion.
Okay, fair. Curiosity or discipline?
Oh, that's a really hard one for me because I'm a very curious person.
Yeah.
Curiosity for me.
Discipline. Discipline.
Okay, fair. Okay, let's delve into that on the last one, actually.
Okay.
Curiosity versus discipline. Where do you feel like that was hard for you?
Because I think I very, very strongly believe in the concept of discipline, and I think of myself to be a very, very disciplined person. It's something I actively employ in my own life, like on a daily basis. But then at the same time, I think I find pockets where I am able to be curious and find out about answers to questions that I've had throughout the day or something that I've stumbled upon and I want to look into it and find out more about it or just think about and research on the way something works. So that's sort of what made it difficult for me because I would say I don't fall in either of those buckets. I'm more of on the spectrum in multiple ways,
Hmm.
Fair.
like
I
autism.
like that. Like autism on the spectrum. Fair. You know what? Hey, we love the spectrum baddies out here. Okay, that's no problem.
I think everyone is. I think everyone's a little.
On the spectrum.
Uh-huh.
Well, this one's
But
been playing with balloons for the past like 10 minutes.
balls.
So,
Everyone's a bit of autism twin.
but yeah, no, okay. Everyone being a little bit on the spectrum.
Yeah.
That's a cool way to think about it. I feel like, I don't know, when I feel like there's so many ways of thinking, there's so many ways of doing things, there's inherently certain cues and certain situations that you don't gel well in, or certain things that you do better in,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, everyone's a
But
bit of autism twin.
a bit of autism.
I do think, yeah, to be fair, yeah.
Fair.
No,
So
just breathe, bro.
I just keep trying
Just
to laugh,
breathe.
and then I stop laughing, and then I start coughing, and then it's a whole thing. I'm trying my best, guys, to live and survive. Okay, it's a
So
bit hard
dramatic.
these days. Yeah, I am a little dramatic,
Dude, give her
but
the
yeah, I'd
balls.
say that's. Don't.
Leave the balls alone.
But yeah, I would say that was our rapid fire thing, and it's surprising that most of the answers you guys did answer completely differently.
I was shocked that we had the same answer for a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm her too.
yeah.
Curiosity and discipline kind of took me a second to in my head, but I was like, my first instinct was curiosity.
Mm.
Because personally, I think like I really care about discipline because I do think it's the way to grow. But also like, if you're not curious and if you're stuck in the same discipline, you're not gonna grow. You're gonna be
Yeah.
comfortable, and there's no room for like growth if you're not curious.
Exactly. That's exactly why even I found it so difficult to like
Yeah.
really just
Yeah.
narrow it down to one of those two things. It was
But I
hard.
guess that's why it's like there's always something you slightly lean towards slightly more. That doesn't mean that you don't accept the other
Yeah.
aspect of it completely, but it's kind of how
For-
it moves. And I feel like at least for us, like, you know, we've had to be curious because it's like, you know, moving from one country to another, exploring creative things,
Yeah.
doing all of that. Like, you actively need to have like a level of curiosity to want to even explore these things and to, you know, possibly succeed in them. It's like for example, Zed thinks about a business idea every day. So those are curious aspects of your life, and I feel like you need that to actually,
Stay sane.
yeah, no, not even stay sane. I feel like you could go down like a big spiral by being too curious as well.
I mean, that's kind of creative, no?
Yeah,
That's
That's
okay
creative.
though. I think that's a bit of a sane spiral. But like not doing anything at all, in that sense, like not being curious, I feel like it would make me feel so stagnant that I would eventually lose my mind.
Hmm.
please, that's it.
Okay.
It's gonna come in the audio.
That's good.
I beg. He's fucking swinging it around in the back.
I can't lie, I didn't realize I was doing that. You know.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
But yeah, I do think like curiosity is the foundation of discipline in a way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's a cool way to look at it.
Right?
Like that's like a weird mix in a way.
Because if you're curious, your discipline is gonna change with time. But also you're gonna go through periods as well where like there's no discipline. But that's okay, because the new discipline is gonna come back and gonna be stronger.
True.
Mm.
And I feel like at this age and I feel like at this time is possibly the best time to be curious. Because it's like the time where you actually can, because you're not necessarily tied down to needing to have that discipline on a big level. Like it's supposed
For
to be the
sure.
early stages where you're meant to make your mistakes and you're meant to change your aspects in life and what you're supposed to do. So, you know, curiosity doesn't kill the cat in this situation at all, I fear. I think that way at least.
Valid.
Yes.
Valid.
Agree or disagree accordingly. But
Mm.
yeah, I don't know what else to add to this. I
That's
think
it. That's it. We're done. We're
Okay.
done. It has
Oh
naturally
wow.
come to an end. It has naturally
Yeah.
come to its end. Let's just end
Yeah.
it there.
It's a very natural end. I feel like that's good. Okay, now we'll do the outro. So guys, that was the end of Your 20s and the 2020s, episode number 6, I think. We're
Yep.
really speedrunning through them at this point.
Yep.
So thank you, Sid, for coming on.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Sid.
for having me.
Had a really
It's been so nice having you.
It's also really fun. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this.
And his music's coming out soon, so we will tag him.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Let's
guys, go give him a listen.
Yeah.
I've never heard him before, but I think it's time to start.
No, he's great. He's great.
Yeah.
My brother is such a like, it's so hard for him to like music and stuff. And like, he knows a lot of my friends like study music and do it. Sid is like the one guy that my brother was like, he actually has a really good.
He listened to my.
Yeah, he's listening.
Oh, sweet.
That's so nice. That's amazing.
I was like, fair enough. He's like, this man's going places. So, you know, you're getting well wishes.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
But it's at Sid
Just let me
underscore
just send me a backstage ticket whenever you get a concert.
Done.
And also, not to mention, Manal's been part of the whole project as well, the single and the EP and everything.
Wow.
She's done the cover art, some of the creative direction. So she's been a part of it too. And she's really fucking talented. Wait, sorry, not to curse. She's
No,
really
that's fine. You
talented.
can
It's
do it.
okay.
Fuck, 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 fuck,
Too
fuck.
much.
It's fine.
But
It's okay. Don't
yes.
worry about it. My
So yeah,
parents watch this, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
so do mine. It's okay.
Should I say the release date?
Sure, go for it.
So the single Sun and Moon is going to be out on June 20th.
Okay,
Oh.
cool. June 20th, guys. And you can keep up with it on @Sid_vocals on Instagram. It'll be tagged anyways throughout this whole thing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. It's always cool to get insight from another guest and understanding on how different yet similar we all are in this kind of process of life in our 20s.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this.
Of course.
All right. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Lots of love.